Hey everyone, Tankenstein here, and in this video I've got your gameplay for the WZ1001E LCT. This is a currently rank 7 battle rating 11.3 main battle tank for the Chinese Ground Forces Tech Tree. And essentially this is the top tank for the Chinese Ground Forces Tech Tree. And more or less it's about the same as the ZTZ99A, except for the fact that it has a larger cannon. So this cannon pretty much again acts about the same as the 99A, except that it propels its top shell and other shells, of course, to around 30 or 40 meters per second faster, which gives it, give or take, around 10 or 11 more millimeters of armor pen. So nothing substantial, but I am sure that it has and will make the difference on occasion, even if not all too often. Now that being said, this is again pretty much the same tank as what we see again in the 99A. It's got about the same armor package, it has the same engine power, mass, crew, autoloader, everything, except of course again it's got the big boy cannon that is just ridiculous on this vehicle. I'm going to be playing a few matches here, have a good time, see what we could do, but man, I am stoked to be playing this tank. That said, let's get into it. The thing that I think makes so many Chinese tanks so really, just fun and unique in War Thunder is that obviously they started off like Russian tanks. Like you could see the ERA on it, kind of the general design, autoloader, things like that. But it's almost like they're getting Western influence now. So like you could tell the foundations obviously were in Western tank, or in Russian tanks rather, which is obviously, very, very important. But now we're getting it where it's like, okay, there's more of a reliance on speed rather than armor. Of course, the armor on this thing is really nice. It's not the greatest in the world, but it is very nice. And you also have a lot of the basic design is a bit more Western, like sharp edges, for example. You don't really get that as much when it comes to Russian vehicles. So it's just a very interesting mix that we see here, and it plays like, a mix of the two types of vehicles. Now that said, hopefully I can round this corner, get a kill, maybe got him, nice. Nice, got myself a kill and an assist, none too shabby, Davy. And now we have a base cap, very good. So there's an enemy obviously somewhere around here. Not sure. Okay, it looks like he's somewhere like over there. Hopefully he doesn't kill my buddy. I'm going to have to go the long way. Do not want to alert this guy to my presence if I can actually get moving. But that may be a Puma of some kind. Nope, 2S38. So kind of like a Puma. Except arguably quite a bit more deadly. Sorry, buddy. Even if I did just jump out in the line of fire, 1, I probably would have died. 2, I probably would not have gotten to him in time. I'm assuming there's going to be a few tanks coming down here. Maybe not. Got him. Very nice. 3 kills. Overall, this vehicle is just a great mix of firepower, of speed, armor. Holy cow, and it's got the big boy cannon too. Just overall, I'm very impressed by this thing. Again, it feels like the ZTZ99A, except a bit better, again, when it comes to that cannon. But the cannon differences are largely, I'm not going to say they're not noticeable, but they're not really all too important. Ah, that sucks. I'm going to die. I did not die. He died. Ha ha ha! Yes, there we go. So I got 4 kills, base cap, and an assist. But one of the great things with this vehicle is just the variety of armament that it can have. Right now I've got the 3 best things, in my opinion, that you could have. The DTC-10125, which is the tank shell that guy probably died for to try to get the blueprints to Gaijin. The spec sheet, rather. Ooh, I'm about to die. Laser warnings are not a fun thing. It's good to have them, like, to know that you're being lasered, but... And then you also have the ATGM, the tandem charge ATGM, which is obviously quite nice. And finally, the HEVT, which I believe is a proximity fuse, so once it gets near enough to an enemy, it'll blow up, which is fantastic for anti-air. You know, of course, this doesn't really have the greatest elevation and depression angles, but it can still do it, especially at a range, which is nice. So we have an enemy or something over here, I think. Nice. Typically, I do not go anywhere near the enemy base. Not really my thing to do. But, of course, this is what we call base pushing, spawn pushing, not spawn camping. There's a big difference. I always make a big note of that in every one of my videos, because if we are in a position to win, what are we going to do? Sit back and do nothing? If we have all three bases, that's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous notion, and anyone who says otherwise is being ridiculous and has no competitive drive. Of course you're going to push towards their spawn. That is what happens in War Thunder. With that being said, let's get into the next match. Not bad. 5 kills, 1 assist, 1 base cap, and number 1 of the team. And, ooh, by 1 point, number 1 in the game thus far. So, let's see what we could do. But, yeah, not a bad start to this gameplay. Feeling pretty good. Don't you hate when people just leave those huge flashlights on? They don't really do anything to stop anyone. But, man, they give away your position so bad. It's always squadron tank players that do it. Like, you can't even, it's like looking into the sun. You don't really see a ton of people using their can... I'm so sorry, man. You don't see a ton of people using their cannons in that way. So let's do this. To take out other people in their cannons, rather. Sorry about that. I had a brain fart freeze. Never freeze your farts. Ever. Seriously, it's gross. Don't bottle them up either. I've heard of that being done. And especially don't say, hey man, what's in this bottle? It smells kind of funky, and then hand it to somebody and then have them smell it. That is also not something anyone should ever do as a practical joke, no matter how obviously funny it is. Got the kill! But now I'm gonna die. Okay, we have a few tanks here. Okay, nice. Got the gunner, got the track. Now we got his ally coming up to the side of me. Very nice. We may have one more guy over here, though. Yes, we do. Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Very, very cool. Almost had a 3 for right there, but 2 kills, 1 assist, not bad. 2 assists thus far, not bad. But 1 assist definitely in that engagement. Yeah, we got ourselves a wolf pack, it looks like, over here. Might just go up so I can actually get him. Nice. Very, very good. Oof, man, I am really, really loving the ERA on this thing. But, of course, it's not going to work all the time. But I'll either try to respawn or get into the next match. Haven't really decided yet, but not all too bad. 3 kills, 2 assists, 1 base cap. Not bad for 5.5 minutes of work. As we get into what I suspect will be probably my last match, at least in this gameplay video, is that I'm actually genuinely impressed with the inclusion of this vehicle. Not so much where it's like, oh, it's a new vehicle, but like, it's the ZTZ99A with a slightly different gun. And Gaijin had to add slightly different ballistics to match the different cannon. And, I mean, like, it's just so slight, right? Like, you have some vehicles that are kind of like far departures from their base vehicle, like the standard M4 versus like the M4A4 76mm, you know, maybe like the Jumbo as well. And it's just these pretty big departures from like where it started. But this is different, you know. I mean, it's just a very slight upgrade, and like it's almost kind of like working on like a clock, or like not a clock, but a wristwatch. Like, if you've ever seen artisans working on wristwatches, it's amazing. Like, I mean, like, true craftsmen. Not just, you know, people mass-producing a wristwatch or something. But rather, like, I mean, genuine, like, okay, I'm gonna do an underbody shot. Not the worst idea, but not the best. Oh, thank the Lord! Holy God! Oh, what? What? I just got bailed out by that Challenger who had no idea what was going on. Wow! That Challenger just screwed his buddy over. Wow! That was luck. Ho, 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 ho. As soon as I saw that Challenger going, I'm like, please time it, please time it, please time it. And it happened. What bad luck. Okay, he got right in front. Just like how that other tank, the Challenger 2 was, he got in front of his buddy and saved him. Wow. What are the chances? Happened twice, but this time with me. Okay, let's see, 2,500 meters, and got the kill! Very nice, single shot. I think he was already damaged, but I will take it. We got someone else over there. I'm just gonna, don't really want to fire randomly on this. Got the kill! Not too shabby. Two nice long-range kills. I love that hill so much, at least when I'm on this side of the map. 2 kilometers and 2.5 for those kills per my laser rangefinder. So the cannon itself is not powerful enough to pen a house, and really, you know, jokes aside, it's not like the most powerful gun in the world by any means. You know, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but you know, it does come with its issues. I mean, it's still sub 600 millimeters of armor pen. You know, the turret traverse isn't fantastic on this vehicle, but you do have some really nice things like ERA, which is just phenomenal. Let's see if I can actually manage to get this kill. He is right there. Got the... Okay, we are pretty much in the same boat here. Okay, we are just kind of sitting here looking at each other. Can he actually hit me now? I got him. Okay, very cool. I was not expecting to win that, so we literally just destroyed each other's firing ability pretty much simultaneously. He got my cannon, I got his cannon breach and loader, which I think the fact that I got his loader kind of helped me win that one. But, yeah, very interesting. But otherwise, I mean, it's got a very good amount of pretty much everything. I mean, it's got good speed, it's got good maneuverability, it's got not the best hill climbing capability, apparently. But, I mean, overall, this is a very impressive vehicle, and I like it. You know, it's got a really nice high-velocity round, 1,810 meters per second, which, in my opinion, is phenomenal. I don't really know if everyone else thinks that way, but it really does help to deliver the shell on target in a timely manner. You know, I mean, if you're looking for a quick delivery of your APF SDS, this is the cannon to do it. Like I said, it doesn't have the best overall armor pen, but you will be able to hit your enemy pretty nice. This is a really good sniper weapon, essentially. Like, really, really good. As you saw before, it's just phenomenal in that regard. I'm not really sure if its ammo holds... Actually, no. Look at that. Even at 2,000 meters, this still gets nearly 550 millimeters of armor pen, which is phenomenal. Like, that is a minimal decline in armor pen values, in my opinion. I don't really know if everyone else thinks that way, but it certainly feels like that is top-notch, you know? So I'm not sure if he realizes that I am coming from his spawn point area. Hopefully not. Okay, he's still in there. I mean, he could just realistically keep using those. Okay, it looks like that is it. So that said, thank you all so much for watching. Please, of course, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. The Chinese have a really good top-level tank. Take care, everyone.